Hi, welcome. My name is Eric, and I'm coming to you from my little cabin in rural Colorado. So I'd like to talk to you about learning through being, or also known as actively receptive. This is a process that's much more in depth than just hearing and listening. We all know the difference between hearing. Listening is a little bit more active, paying attention to something. But this is something a little bit more beyond the mind, a little bit more cosmic, if you might let me say. This is kind of a receiving, a deeper resonance with truth. This is not necessarily something that you apply to schoolwork or work in general. We'd kind of like to step away from this cognitive process. This is something that is a bit more in line with spiritual teaching and when you are listening to spiritual teaching. So in the cognitive aspect of listening, there's quite an effort to learn, apply, retain. You're building a working memory for something you're going to use later in life. Spiritual teaching is a bit different, though there is a necessity for forming ideas and concepts. The greater meaning is understanding truth, the resonance of that truth within yourself. So with spiritual teachers, good spiritual teachers, there's what they call a transmission. Words are actually secondary. You probably know the saying, don't mistake the finger pointing to the moon for the moon itself. This is kind of what I'm saying here. Again, cognitive aspect of understanding is helpful, but it's actually a long assimilation process when you're trying to get a deeper spiritual understanding on something. Being receptive to the transmission of the teacher actually lets you be receptive to the whole enchilada. This deepens one's receptive realm to allow truth to resonate in oneself. So the best way to kind of get to where I'm describing is meditation. And if you're here, you probably already know how to meditate. If you don't, well, let me give you just a little tip. It's just kind of very simple. Maybe stretch a little bit, sit comfortably, relax. Don't get too excited about trying to make the mind relax, because that's kind of a battle that's not always won. Instead, just let the mind relax. There's a little trick to this, and you'll find out. Also, watch the breath. Be aware of how it's coming into the body. You can just watch how it comes into your nose and goes out. How your body is energized by this breath. Or you can watch the abdomen rise or fall. There's quite a tie between the mind and the breath. So doing so, finding a place that you like to focus on, will actually be very beneficial as time goes on. Practice this. You'll get to a point where you realize your body has an energy field, or you're able to sense your own presence, your own awareness. This is where we're shooting at right now. Something that's always there. It's just recognizing where it's at and that it's there. So with that being said, and you can practice that more later, let's get into that state of receptivity. Okay, so again, in this deeper state, there is a reckoning or resonance of truth. I would say it is more of a receiving. I would say it's more of a recognizing than a receiving. Receiving tends to annotate something you didn't have previously and now you do. Well, actually, This place of presence is something that you've always had, but possibly didn't know you had. Getting to this place is simply relearning or recognizing a truth within yourself. So, again, there really isn't anything that you're learning here. It's just getting to that place that's always been there. When we're trying to learn something for work or school, we tend to be centered, the neck or above, in the mind, in the ear. Well, let's just lower this a bit. As we did with our meditation procedure, let's kind of lower the awareness down to the heart center, the center of our being. As you've relaxed into kind of a meditative state, try to become aware of what is really perceiving your being, your energy field. Try to center your attention not just in the heart, but of your whole body and even around your body. Get to the point of just perception. Attention is a device of the mind to focus. We're even going to just back off on the attention and just sit in awareness. So from this place, you will be able to receive a transmission that a teacher is giving you. The words will have an effect as well, but the greater part is this transmission that you're focusing on. In this presence, you are open and receptive to truth, not just spoken truth, but spiritual truth, your deeper being. So as a lesson is being spoken on, truth is being spoken on, there will be a deeper resonance and recognition of this truth rather than the mental noise of assimilating this and then later coming to recognizing that, hey, this might be true. So when a teacher is in that place, a mutual resonance will occur. You will feel that as you start to get used to sitting in this place of presence. You probably have heard many times this Buddhist saying of saying one candle, a single candle, can light a million others without reducing the vibrance of its own flame. Well, this is kind of the same thing. This is very much an energetic process. We kind of think, well, do I have to be in the same room with a spiritual teacher to get to this place? No, actually not. A spiritual teacher will be in this place. You can tune into that place, whether you're in the room with them or watching a video of them, like many of us do on YouTube. So you can join in that deep presence that teacher is on, even while watching a video or listening to a recording. And you may be able to tune into this presence, that I am here now. And this is the place where you and I are one. So I'm going to leave you with this and let you practice this. I look forward to sharing other things with you, as well as hearing things from you. So until next time, namaste.